What is going on? Richard Boy Arctic here, and today I thought I'd break down some of the best strategies I have for this game, kind of like gameplay styles. So the first one here is running and gunning. I'm sure lots of you guys do this. It's pretty common actually, but just kind of break it down for you guys. The most effective weapons in my opinion are the SMGs, ARs, and shotties. Only some of the ARs are not all really meant for this. Like you get really slow ones, like your Infernos will be not the best idea for running a gun just because the movement time or movement is slower. It works on a lot of the maps. Like you can kind of stick those close quarter, you can stick those long, like not long range, but those medium range gunfights. Also, this is probably my personal favorite, just because this is how I get a lot of my kills, and I can kind of play at my own pace, which I really like. I like playing a little bit faster, so I can kind of run around and get around a lot faster. And like I said, it's very effective. Something just to keep in mind, this is one of those gameplay styles where you need to have really good movement. Like your exo jumping has to be on, your sliding, it really makes a huge difference. Some of the pros for this is I find it a lot of fun compared to some of the other ones I'm going to talk about. I can play just running and gunning all day pretty much. And like I said, you get lots of kills, and the other thing is, you see me here, I go on like a 15 streak, which happens a lot with running and gunning, especially depending on the team you play against. You can go on like good streaks, and you can use like those higher level kill streaks. You can also do that with like the area camping, which I'll talk about next. But in my opinion, this is probably the best way to go about it. Some of the cons is you can die a lot too. It works both ways. You can get lots of kills. You can also get lots of deaths. You kind of have to judge the team you're playing against. It will make a pretty big difference in your KD. Another one is your own team. Sometimes I find myself bumping into my own team way too often, and it kind of pisses me off, to be honest. And then like the time it takes for some of the stuff, and that. So here you see is some more running and gunning. It's just like as you see here, like my movement has to be pretty much on. I can't really bump into a whole lot. I try to stay away from my teammates and use my UAV just kind of see where they're spawning. And like I said, SMGs are probably your best bet to use here. That's it for this. The next one I'm talking about is area camping. And it's very similar just to regular camping, like you see you guys just sitting in corners and stuff. But area camping, so instead of sitting in a spot, you sit in like a general area. I brought some gameplay on Biolab of it, because it was very easy. Biolab and Comeback are probably the two easiest ones to do some area camping on. You see it a lot actually on Comeback. People will sit in that middle area. Same with Biolab, they'll sit in the middle turbine there. Kind of gets irritating, especially if you get a team in there, because there's really not much you can do. You're just gonna have to counter it by chucking stuns in and grenades. That's pretty much all you can really do. So area camping is like as I see here, I play pretty much only TDM. But here's the area camping gameplay. It's more useful for, I wouldn't really say TDM, maybe some free-for-all, mostly objective-based gameplay like uplink and hardpoint. Just because hardpoint you can kind of sit in the objective, and if you sit in prone, you know, it kind of works out a little bit better for you that way. But some of the weapons I would use for this are ARs, SMGs. And LMGs, I wouldn't really use shotties because you're going to try to keep away from a lot of people. You don't really want people to get too close to you. So some of the pros are you're going to get lots or a good KD pretty pretty often, just because people are going to be coming to you. You don't actually have to go to them. You can play at your own pace. You can play slow, you can play fast. That's really up to you. But some of the cons that go along with playing slow is it's really easy to get flooded. So people will know that you're there, and they'll just kind of keep coming after you. And it can get boring at times, I find. I find people just either get the people who will come in flooding at you and just try to kill you, or people will just avoid you. Which is what I kind of do if I see someone kind of area camping. I just won't really go to that spot. Which is kind of what actually falls into the next part, which is what I like to call looping or running routes. Running routes is a little bit harder in Advanced Warfare just because everybody kind of moves a lot faster. So it's kind of hard to really get down to where people are. But looping was a lot more effective. This is some looping gameplay in the other Call of Duty. So what you kind of do for looping is you stick to a general area. Like you see me here, I stick to the outside. I don't want to go near the spawns. I kind of want them to come out of the spawns, come towards me. And I'm just going to run like a loop, like a figure 8 or like a circle around the area. It's very effective for like green band, comeback, kind of the smaller to medium maps. And once again, the best weapons in my opinion are SMGs, ARs, and shotties. Shotties are just kind of, they're not up there for the top weapons, but you could use them still. The nice thing is that UAVs really won't do much to you if you're using a looping technique, just because it's really hard to kind of the other team to figure out what you're doing. So you don't really need to run like the cold-blooded perk or anything. Some of the cons are it can get slow at times. You find you won't run into people, which is kind of irritating, and it doesn't always work. It depends on the team you play against. It might not work out for you. But that's it for this the game, guys. If you could leave a thumbs up and subscribe, I'd seriously really appreciate it. But until then, I will see you in my next video.